even talk to me. You say I'm so crazy. Coming home intoxicated. I say I just wanna love you. I just wanna love you, baby. Guess that's why I'm so elated. Come on, girl, give it to me, baby. Give it to me. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. I bet you. I make you holler, you had enough. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. Just give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. I bet you. I make you holler, you had enough. Give it to me. Give me that stuff, that funk, that sweet, that funky stuff. Give it to me. Give me that stuff, that funk, that sweet, that funky stuff. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give me the funk, that sweet, funky stuff. Give it to me, baby. When I was high as the sky, out all night just dancing. You say let's go
Come
home.
on, Rick. I'm tired. Let's go home.
That's the time I start romancing. You say how can I love you? How can I love you, baby? When your body keeps on moving, I say wait till I squeeze you. Maybe then you'll
Did you
start to
start
groove it.
stream?
Come on, girl. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby.
I'm surprised. I didn't see your face, and I see we're live and we're rolling. Hold on, let me put my
It was already set up. You were late. You were staring at your phone, touching your wiener. I just wanted to get going.
Okay, whoa. All right.
Rodrigo needs help. Let's go.
Well, you tuned
Rodrigo,
into
what
Degen
do you need
Fantasy.
help with, sir?
What'd you say?
I said Rodrigo said he needs help. What does he need?
I don't know.
all
So
right.
tuned into Degen Fantasy on December 10th, 2024. And it is the start of the fantasy football playoffs. If you did not make it, I'm assuming you will not be here today. If you made it, you're a G and you're in the club. And so we need to really talk about some things we need to break down. I got some different topics to go over. We have the weekly wagers, that contest that we're running right now where we all sports gamble against each other. And I see that Dan's very excited to get that going. So would you like to start there?
Yeah, we can start wherever you want.
All right, we're going to start with the weekly wager contest. So this is the recap of what happened this most previous week, and we're going to see how it's looking. I don't think it's looking as good for Rocky Prop as it was previously, but he's still in the lead. And Dan said he's here to talk his shit because somehow he went up over $420. There's little Bry with his 225. I'm at 920. And did not hit a bet this week from what I placed on stream. So break down what you hit on.
Well, I gave out plays. I think I gave out 3 altogether, and they all hit. So it was pretty easy this week. I thought you were going to make it a little bit more difficult. You and Bride decided to take a week off and play with each other's wieners or something. I don't know what you guys were doing last week, but it wasn't gambling. I can tell you that. I just want everyone to know there was one person here, one person gambling, one person giving you stellar picks back to back to back to back to back. And it was me. It was me. And thankfully it was against Bry's Penn State team. Like that's the best thing I could even imagine to happen. Just wonderful. What a wonderful fucking week. Called the Amari Cooper thing you got one.
No, you didn't.
You got one.
No, you didn't.
He tailed.
Wow.
And you didn't come back? What the fuck, Rodrigo?
Dude, you should have told me that the stream of. What the fuck?
Yeah, I would have been in that stream like, what the fuck is going on?
Wow.
Yeah, I think I'm tallying up the fucking. Oh, he was working. All right. Well, work's not more important than fucking hitting bets, though. You know what I mean? And Rocky wasn't doing much of that last week, and I'm glad you skipped because he looks like he's actually a good bettor. And again, he's going to lose. Listen, he was very confident week 1. I might not even bet. He said I might just let you guys fucking lose and just be down there, and I'll be up 1,000. That's what he said. This is what he says to my face after I'm being a nice gentleman to him in the chat, telling him, hey, great job, sir. What a huge bet to hit.
Damn, hit for 4,200 though. What'd you put on it? That's crazy.
What'd you hit? It was like 1,600 for you, wasn't it? So he
I did 60 to 12.
So he probably put like maybe 200.
That's crazy. So what did you hit on, Dan?
Honestly, I don't know. Besides Oregon and Amari Cooper, but there was one more.
There was one. Was it? I thought you made the majority of your money on Oregon.
I did. I made the majority on the money on Oregon. I had 3 bets altogether. I had Amari Cooper over 40.5 yards. He said he put 175 on it with a boost. What a huge hit!
Someone tailed me.
We call that the Rocky Prop stimulus package right there.
The stimulus check.
That's a stimulus package, buddy. So I hit on Amari Cooper over 40.5 yards. That was like easier than fucking pie. I actually like triple dipped on that line and just kept hitting the over on it. I think he ended up with like 95 yards. His line was at 40.5 when I handed it out. So I just want a little bit of credit with that. Last night I had a screamer last night too. I hit Chase Brown combined yards over and a tutty together in a nice little parlay. I wish I could have given out on stream. Shadow says, do tell what I need to know for my first fantasy playoffs.
I got a whole slate for y'all.
We're ready, man. We're ready.
Right,
we're both in the playoffs. We're both feeling pretty good, right?
All right. So I'm going to give the rundown of, so this is my first time making the fantasy playoffs in this one league that I've been trying to, very competitive league. It's my first time ever doing it. Okay. So if you've made it to the playoffs, congratulations. This is what we play for. And this is the number one stream you need to watch to be able to win in your leagues. And the first step is, where did you finish in the standings? If you finished in the 1 or 2, which most people obviously did not, I did happen to finish in the one, and I finished in the 2 seed in both my leagues. So I do have a bye coming up in week 15. So main priority is looking at your matchups that you have coming up for week 16. Don't worry about week 17 right now. We'll get to week 17. The number one advantage you can have is right now, while everyone's panicking about week 15, especially if you have the bye, you can be already prepping for week 16. If you are playing in week 15, the first number one thing you can do to get a competitive advantage over everybody that you possibly could face in your league is by channeling and picking the correct defense. And what I mean by the correct defense, if this will pop up and show, is this is your week 15. These are the top 3 targets. And these are 3 teams that you can stream in week 15 and really, really have a leg up on. First off, it's the Baltimore Ravens is the lock of the fucking of the 2 of any defense for week 15. This is going to be like having a number 1 wide receiver in your lineup. 10.54 projected fantasy points. Most of these teams should be on waivers. If they're not, there's some options that you can pivot to. But this is somebody that you are going to need for week 15. It's either Baltimore versus New York, the Cardinals with Budda Baker, and they've been playing well, even though that New England's been good. Arizona's defense has been locked in and shut down really good teams. You need to take Arizona versus New England, and if you can't get either of those 2 teams, they're already on someone's roster, then you go after Atlanta. Atlanta, I think, is the key card to all this, because if you are playing week 15, and if you look at week 16, Atlanta is also on here. They're going from Vegas to New York. So if you are not in a playoff spot where you have a bye in week 1 of the fantasy playoffs, I think the number 1 target could be to go after Atlanta. Like, prioritize Atlanta. If you can get both Baltimore and Atlanta, then you're in a good spot. But I think Atlanta's got to be on your top waiver wire pick. And then heading into, regardless of if you have a fantasy team that's on bye or not, week 16 or week 17 being the fantasy championship, the number 1 team to have is the Colts. I think it's going to be a little bit more of a dicier, closer game. This is what kind of sucks. Week 16 of available teams, like a lot of the matchups for week 16 are like good teams playing good teams. So you got to pivot to the Colts, the Saints, or the Chargers. I'm going to leave that up to you, but majority of them are all projected to get over 10 points. Dan, just based on defensive knowledge that you have for these teams, for if you had the fantasy championship week and you had a team that you can stream on waivers for defense, who would you kind of lean towards defensively?
I'm looking towards the team I know is tanking right now. So if I'm looking at this right now, it is absolutely between the Giants and Las Vegas. Who's ever playing those teams right now, they are competing for the number one spot in this draft. Anyone who's playing the Jags right now, I'm absolutely anyone who's playing the Titans right now, I'd look at as well. Just the teams that you know are going to lose. There was some tomfoolery going on in that Titans Jags game. Glad I was on the right side of it, but some weird shit going on in that game for the Jags to pull that out. So let's just look at the teams that are tanking for the top picks. That's it, man. That's it. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, I think so. Shadow says I'm picking up Washington and Buffalo D this week and starting Washington since they play the Saints. Lattimore is starting, then starting Buffalo D rest of season. That's solid. So let me check out Buffalo D. I think Buffalo D is obviously one of the best you can have in the league. They injure and hurt and murder everyone. So
I would stay away from Buffalo next week, though, right?
So they play Detroit next week. So yeah, stay away from them next week.
We're gonna get fucking fried.
But then in week 16 and week 17, it's New England and the Jets. That's solid. Buffalo's one of those top defensive teams that most likely is already rostered. They have their roster percentage is they're 67% rostered on sleeper. They have a 49% starting rate. So that's one of the teams that's always very highly sought after in general throughout the season. So a lot of people might have them. And I did see in this week's trending waiver wire that Washington versus New Orleans is trending up real high. Who is starting for them? They're not starting Derek Carr.
Oh, did you see the hit?
No.
He got fucking walloped, dude.
Did he?
He was down on the ground for like quite some time.
What happened to
Jake
Rattler?
Hayner came in for him. I honestly think that Hayner's the better quarterback of the two, to be quite honest with you.
So why is Lattimore starting?
Lattimore's a cornerback, is he not?
Oh, he's a corner?
Marcus Lattimore's a corner. Yeah.
Oh, the Marcus Lattimore. I'm bugging. Okay, so then I'm assuming that Rattler would be starting.
You would think, but I think they're gonna start Hayner. Hayner came in when Derek Carr was out. I think they are gonna try to run with him, and I think he's a better quarterback than Rattler. So
yeah, so the Commanders' projection is 10-29 versus the Saints. So that's a top projection in the league, and then it's Baltimore and Arizona. I do like though because I don't know. I feel like Baltimore has a better chance at shutting down New York on the ground, but through the air, I think is where it might hurt them slightly on their point projection. So yeah, Commanders are definitely a team that needs to win as well. So I can see that's a good grab right there. So my target's definitely though I'm having a bye on week 15, but my target is definitely I'm looking at the Falcons. That's one of my top waiver wire ads for week 16, and then I'm gonna stash one of these three teams because a lot of the good teams are already picked up in my league. With that being said, too, this is not the week to panic on the playoffs. Is not the time to panic on projections. Okay, you know now who your dogs are. Okay, and one thing that I tried to really secure with my lineups throughout the season was I wanted to have players that I know I'm riding with, and I didn't want to have too many players in one position. Because what that can do is it can fuck you in your flex spot. You can have Marvin Harrison, you can have T. Higgins, you can have this person, and you're just changing out this flex spot based on all this variability you have. That's why I'd rather trade away these assets as well, because I want my dogs when I need my dogs. I don't want to have one dude on the bench because I was like, well, this is a better match, whatever the case may be, and they end up losing. Speaking of, thank you, God, for Zach Charbonnet. Okay? I picked up Zach Charbonnet right after Christian McCaffrey gets hurt, and I pick up Braylon Allen. He drops 40 points, 40 of them. Double Down drops a league high 200 points on someone's dome, like mellow ball, crazy style.
It was a good week. It was a good week.
Josh Allen slips into one of the top spots all time for fantasy points scored by a quarterback. And I want to look at Double Down's roster because I scored 119 points this week, and I didn't play him, thank Christ. But Double Down put up 200 with Josh Allen, 51.88 fantasy points. James Conner, 22 fantasy points. Zach Charbonnet, 38.3 fantasy points. Amon-Ra, 10. Mike Evans, 10. Kittle, 21. Kittle had 6 receptions for 151 yards. Yep. Jordan Addison, 8 receptions, 133 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, it was sick. It was such a
Insane.
good day. Such a good day.
And then even on your bench, dude, you had Monty.
I know.
what
I
he
had
was-
Monty on the bench, dude, and I still won. I was so worried.
Monty
I
on the
scored
bench.
so much that I slipped into 5th place, and I was very excited about it. Would Thielen be a good pickup for this week? Now, I think actually this is one of the biggest things we had wrong besides Garendo
Yes.
this past week. I just like to say that we were completely right on Braylon Allen. Just want to throw that one out there. Horrible, horrible fucking team that is. Thielen looked fucking pretty good against this vaunted Philadelphia secondary.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck was going on with that? They
I
couldn't
don't know,
stop
dude.
Hubbard at all. Bry was talking a lot of shit. I'll just tell you that. But the fucking team that showed up to play Carolina, they looked like dog shit in the secondary. I was very shocked.
Yeah, he just finds those seams like through the middle of the field and was just getting nice first down coverage. And I don't know, just he just his style of game, I guess, just worked out. And he's a vet too, so I guess he might have had a little more experience and he has a different fundamental style of game than like an AJ Brown would. That's
I
a
actually
little
think
bit.
he's finally healthy again too, and Bryce Young remembered how to throw the ball. I think
True.
that helps. But if I'm not correct, I think that Thielen is like hobbled a little bit. Didn't he come up kind of hobbled in that game?
I believe so, but I don't think it's anything that's gonna like ail him. I think it's not a bad pickup this week, depending on where you're gonna use him.
They're gonna throw. That's what you know.
Yeah.
So he's gonna have opportunities to score. I don't think he's the top option. Like, what are the top options for wide receiver? It looks like you need a wide receiver. You should tell us the top options on the waiver wire. The only selection I am selecting with is defense this week. I am a victim of too many options. That's another big deal here. I like Rocky Prop's idea of limiting those selections so you can't make stupid fucking decisions. He likes the Packers against the Seahawks, the Steelers against the Eagles, and the Commanders against New Orleans.
I think Commanders against New Orleans probably the best one if you can't grab any of these three. Commanders against New Orleans, Packers at the Seahawks. I'm not crazy about. Steelers at Philly. I'm not crazy about either.
Hold on. Who are the Jags playing, or who are the Titans playing? Because they gave up.
I'm not sure.
Maybe the Bengals. I would say you can't take the Bengals defense though. They just suck so bad.
It depends.
I'm off the Packers against the Seahawks.
Yeah, I'm not on that at all.
I like Washington against New Orleans. I think that's the only way to do it. Right there.
Fair enough.
He has unlimited bench spots. That's very interesting. Do I pick up Patrick Taylor this week?
I think he's probably the top target in every league. San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey. Hurt. Jordan Mason. Christian McCaffrey comes back. Hurt. Jordan Mason. Hurt. Patrick Taylor looked like he got some touches. Looked like he played well. I think he had 3.6 yards per carry with a limited amount of touches. I say you roll with it.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well. Garendo comes in, has like 27 points. So wrong on that fucking decision. But yeah, that was crazy. I have wide receivers, which is zero. What is that? Oh, I have wide receivers. I don't know.
He's just mistyped it. I have wide receivers, which is I have wide receivers Sutton and McLaurin. I was thinking starting Panthers wide receiver, especially after what happened last night.
I don't know, man. I still like Sutton or McLaurin over Thielen any day of the week. I just got to be real honest with you. Yeah, they do you're right. The Steelers do turn the ball over. I just think it's fucking, you got to pick the weakest. Washington's playing fucking Hainer. I feel like that's.
Are any of you guys in the chat on bye for week 1 or week 2? Jesus Christ, for week 15 of a fantasy playoff. Scary Terry's going off this playoff. Set him and forget him. Okay, Christian, I see you, gang.
Good shit.
With that being said, I'm curious if there's any advantage that you can play. I wonder if you can look at your standings and look at your teams and see who's the most scariest team and see if they have a good defense. And if they don't have a good defense, should you snatch up
Yeah.
the best defense available, and kind of
This,
like
this is money time, baby.
yeah,
Like
you kind of
there's
strong arm them into a bad pick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like so, if you have an extra roster spot, say because McCaffrey's on IR, and you see someone in your league's got a stacked team, and you see the Commanders are sitting there, but they've been streaming defenses all season, and they have a chance to go and get the Commanders. Do you just swoop them up even if you have a bye just to fuck them over?
But I'm not stopping there. I'm picking up quarterback if they don't have the fucking right matchup. I'm picking up everyone that's going to help them whatsoever. So Rodrigo, who's been a common person we've seen around these parts, right? And
Yep.
Shadows, who we've seen almost every stream, they both have a bye in the playoffs. You think there's any common denominator there? Is it us?
I think we're gassing us a little bit, but maybe. Hey, we try to help.
Come on. We've made some pretty good decisions this year. I'm pretty sure we've helped both of them with trades too.
Hey guys, yeah, drop your squads, by the way. We have helped people with trades. We've made some fire trades. By the way, I'm the trade master of fantasy, and all I do is send trades the whole season. Double down. He didn't like it at first. He said, I'm a trade whore, but then he learned why. So there's a couple of reasons.
Trade whore.
I am a trade whore, but listen, I said I wanted to take out the variability of, good players that I have on my bench that aren't playing, and then also stressing about who to start. I want to pick my dogs, and if I have assets that I can join together and trade into a higher asset and make my problems easier, that's fine. But you all are also investing in injury risk. Which I, traded for McCaffrey. He got hurt, but I sent off scrubs. The only person that's been playing well that I sent off in that trade was Addison. He didn't do shit all fucking season for me to that point.
An absolute king. Like you have absolutely tried to fleece me a couple times. It did not work out in your favor, though, did it? You kind of got fleeced a little bit. Yeah.
No, I honestly think I bought into the name brand of Jonathan Taylor. Week 1, I sent him Taylor and Likely after Likely's toe tapping 42 points for Montgomery. I sent him Montgomery and Likely for Taylor, and because I was worried about the split.
Just Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor.
Just Taylor. That's all you got.
No, just Taylor. Yeah. Wait. Honestly, I'm not mad at it though.
In that trade.
He's had some good weeks. He's won me a couple weeks though.
That's a good point, but you still got smacked because Montgomery has been fucking just banana sandwich this week.
Yeah.
Shadow's top wide receiver waivers this week: Myers, JSN, Jennings. Any of those guys that you would pick up?
Well, I'm currently holding Juwan, and I've been swapping off Juwan and Judy. I wish I started Juwan this past week. I still won, but I would have had 200 points as myself. And I started Judy instead, but Judy put up 17, solid.
Can't be mad at 17. Cannot be mad at 17.
I think it's Jennings or JSN. I'm not really on this Raiders offense. It's just not really my thing.
Fuck that. Yeah, that's a horrible decision. Christian says he's rode with the Steelers all season, but have Packers and Colts for the playoffs. I do like the added variability of having the Packers in there. I think the defense is coming on a little bit. So I like that. 10-man league. This is Christian's lineup in a 10-man league. Lamar, he had Darnold week 16, so good job on you. Kenneth, Charbonnet, Hubbard, Stevenson, St. Brown, Garrett Wilson, Neighbors. Jesus Christ, that fucking wide receiver. What is that? Kittle, Jonnu, Neighbors, Yo, that's nasty. It's pretty crazy. Kittle and Jonnu is crazy.
Having the Kenneth Sharp stack so important.
Yeah, okay. So would you would probably advise anyone that picks K9 to take Charbonnet as well? Like if you're going to draft him next year, you're going to draft Charbonnet as well, right?
Yeah, you have to. Maybe not. Maybe honestly, he probably won't be drafted. You have to pick him up.
Yo, he has had Kenneth Walker has had a really good season, right? Mm-hmm. I think we could both agree on that. He's had multiple 20-point games. Charbonnet's had explosions of 30 and 40.
When he gets the full workload, dude, he's a monster.
That's so crazy. But why aren't they starting him more? I just feel like you got to kind of
they're paying Kenneth Walker because they're paying Kenneth Walker.
Yeah.
Charbonnet this season is RB what? What number do you think he is?
Oh, I mean probably 25.
You got it, 25.
Wow.
Week 1 versus Denver, 12. Week 2, 17. Week 3, 25. Week 4, 10. Kenneth Walker gets healthy. 6, 4, 1. 11 against Buffalo, 5 against the Rams going to bye week. Yep. He has 4 attempts versus San Fran, 6 attempts versus Arizona, 4 attempts versus the Jets and gets 12 points. He has 22 attempts versus Arizona
And how many?
RB1 on the week, 41 points, 134 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, 7 receptions, and 59 yards.
Yeah, and that's another thing. I got to tell you, this Chase Brown kid, he's like a fucking he's a wide receiver. That's what he is.
Yeah.
Who plays running back as well.
Yeah.
I took his combined total over last night. I should have put more on it. Like that shit hits so easily. Fucking fantastic. Shadow's team. He's got Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts at quarterback. He's got Hopkins, McLaurin, and Sutton at wide receiver. At running back, he's got Mixon, Hubbard, Chase Brown, Pacheco. He's got McBride for tight end, Fairbairn and Bates for kicker, and Buffalo and Washington for defense. I love that team. That's a great fucking team.
That's crazy. I love having Mixon on that squad.
All right. So two of these nuts says, full PPR, would you drop Reed or Jamo Williams for Zach Charbonnet? I've got Flowers, Hopkins, Chase, and Wilson in a 3 wide receiver league. It will be my last waiver move because we have limited moves. I love limited moves. We're doing a no bench league next year. That's what we're doing.
Oh my God.
And it's going to be fucking absurd. I cannot wait for the no bench league. But I don't think you drop Jamo. I'm just going to say that. And I actually
put up 0 points last week with 1 target.
That's who I'm saying. I think you drop Jaden Reed. But you also have to, is K9 like banged up? Is this it? Like he's going to be injured for the next couple of weeks?
They're evaluating his calf right now, and it's looking like he's kind of a little bit too banged up to possibly
play next week. They're rolling with
week.
Charbonnet? Because if that's the case, he's in the starting lineup.
I think they should.
Yeah. If that's the case, he's in the starting lineup. I don't care what anyone says. Now, we do have to remember they played the fucking Cardinals, and the Cardinals' run defense not really that fantastic. But I would drop Jaden Reed. Rocky Prop agrees. Do I start Hubbard or Taylor? I don't think this is a question, actually. I think you start Hubbard and you just fucking start him. That's it. Like this kid collected against a very tough Philadelphia Eagles defense that he made look like they were in middle school. Like that fucking dude runs hard. Carolina found a fucking diamond in the rough there, buddy.
Dude, Bryce has just looked good. I'm surprised.
Yeah, he looked so much better. Is likely the most common. Yeah, I think that's probably pretty accurate, honestly, with like top of the line talent. But he's been just fucking crazy good. Another good point. Charbonnet is a top 10 play when K9 doesn't play. I do like K9, honestly. I think he's a really good back. But Charbonnet with that, he's got a punch of speed. That
K9's always hurt though.
He is, and that sucks too. Other than Saquon, Chase Brown, and Mixon have been the best. Yeah, well, I feel like you forget that Derrick Henry exists because he's had like a pretty like it's Saquon and Derrick Henry, right? Like 1 and 2 in the league, and they're like 600 yards ahead of everyone else.
And then
Derrick Henry, how many fucking touchdowns has he scored this year?
A ton.
Yeah, I mean the kid's fucking insane. I love it.
Shout out Alvin Kamara too. One of my steals of the draft.
My starting lineup: 10-man, 11-3 second place, already in the playoffs. 10-man playoffs. Wow, that's absurd. They start 16 and 17. Burrows, Chase, Wilson, Flowers, Mixon, Jacobs, McBride, Fairbairn, dropping KC for Indy, and bench Hawkinson. You know what? I like that, man. Burrow's
been killing it. Chase Brown and Wilson.
It's a fucking like.
What's Wilson? Who's Wilson? Emmanuel Wilson?
No. Who is Wilson?
Burrow, Chase, Wilson. Don't know who that is. Flowers, Russell Wilson? He didn't put it in order, so I thought he was going to do QBs, wide receivers, or QBs, running backs, wide receivers. So I'm assuming Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, or Chase Brown. Garrett Wilson or Russell Wilson. Zay Flowers, Mixon, Jacobs, which is nuts. Mixon and Jacobs.
McBride. Garrett. He said Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson. Okay.
So, okay, that makes more sense then. You know, Garrett Wilson, although the Jets have had a shitty year, he's been okay. He's not been great, but he's had some really good
day in my life. I hate him.
Hubbard says great playoff matchups. Yeah, I agree with that. I think this is what we're going to be doing here. This is the matchup right here. Although Dallas did do decently against Chase Brown, they cannot defend the running back pass whatsoever. So I think Hubbard has a big fucking day again. Dude, you cannot not start him. I think he's running back 3 on the year. Is he not?
Hubbard?
I'm almost positive. Yeah, almost positive.
I think it's Mixon or Kamara. Let me look. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, look it up because I think we The Admiral thought the same thing, and we looked it up, and he was running back 3 at the time.
Oh.
Bench resume for Tua, Chuba, Hopkins, J-Mo, Reed, Goff. Jesus, what a fucking bench that is, man.
All right, so on the season stats, running backs are RB1, Saquon Barkley, RB2, Derrick Henry, RB3, Alvin Kamara, RB4, Bijan Robinson, RB5, Jahmyr Gibbs, RB6, Devon Achane, Josh Jacobs, Kyron Williams, David Montgomery.
Yeah,
so you did win that trade. Joe Mixon, Chase Brown, Chuba Hubbard is RB12 in front of James Cook, James Conner, Breece Hall, Aaron Jones, Tony Pollard, DeAndre Swift, Bucky Irving in the top 20.
That's crazy, dude. This year's been fucking nuts. I feel like you can't depend on anyone. Christian says Kendre Miller may hurt Alvin in the fantasy playoffs, though, if the Saints start to shut him down. I haven't heard they're shutting anything down, but
I thought of that too, but I don't think they're shutting him down.
Tua's also got Jamar Chase too. Jesus, what a fucking wide receiver.
That's disgusting.
That is crazy, dude.
Yeah, that's why he's 11-3.
That's I mean, I'd love he's in second place. I'd love to see the first place team. I love Wilson against the Jags. He just gets so many looks. Yeah, I just don't trust that fucking team, man. Like that's you can't trust them. Jose Rodriguez says I need 2 wide receiver, 1 flex. Lamb, Puka, AJ, and Evans.
Lamb,
Puka's a must start. I don't care what anyone says right now. Puka looks like the second coming of Jesus out there, dude. He is catching fucking there was nothing the Bills cornerbacks could do with him. There was nothing. I don't know what the fuck happened in LA, but Buffalo forgot to play defense. I'm telling you, this kid caught every fucking ball, and it was always a ridiculous catch, dude.
Top 3 projections for Week 15: Jamar Chase, Nico Collins, Puka Nacua for wide receivers.
Right, and so we're starting Puka. I actually think that Lamb is a start. I do. I think he gets the fucking ball, and he scores too. So it's really between AJ and Evans, and I'm always going to take Evans in that matchup, I think.
Do you think that San Francisco LA game could be a shootout, just like kind of how the Bills one was?
I don't know, man. Maybe. It's a possibility. The Rams do look like they finally remembered that they can throw the ball and shit like that. So
and they ran the ball too.
They ran the ball really well.
It was fantastic.
They literally shoved it down our throats all fucking game. It was a great game, though. Like, to watch Josh Allen do what he did, just fucking fantastic. And to also have the added, like, he's on my fantasy team too. 51 fucking points, dude. Like, it was just so nasty. I love, like, it's almost like when Saquon was on the Giants, like, I'm sure you'd love to pick him up. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. And I had Saquon one season as a Giant, and it was fantastic.
Yeah, it was great. All right. 2 of these nuts says, if I grab Charbonnet, I can only start 2 of these 4. Jacobs, Mixon, Chuba, and Charby. Oof. Well, Charby is conditional, I think. If Kanon's not playing, you start Charby. But if he is, then you got to leave him on the bench. Chuba's a must start. I think we already talked about that.
Who's your flex? Because I think if you have a shoddy flex, I flex Charbonnet. It's 2 flex and give a single flex. You said
only if fucking K9's injured.
I think you start Mixon and Chuba, and then Jacobs. Yeah. See, this is the thing though. This is what I get concerned about when I was talking about why I traded away some assets, because I don't want to get in crunch time and worry.
Degenerate Lilith. Yes, of course. Of course, we're going over 75.5.
I just I'd be so stressed trying to start the right one. Like,
I think I'd start mixing Chuba and Jacobs, right? If K9's playing, those 3.
That's the thing too. I'd want to die on my dogs. Yeah, that's how I play fantasy football. Like, if I drafted Tyreek Hill, but he's projected to get 12 points. Well, obviously this sounds a little bit better because he's been playing better lately. But if I drafted Tyreek Hill and it was Hill or Jennings, I'm starting Tyreek Hill. I'm gonna die on my dogs, and then Jennings could have dropped 2 touchdowns, 28 points.
Yeah, here's the thing. I fucking didn't start Montgomery. It was an error on my part, and luckily it paid off. But
it wasn't
next week I will be starting Montgomery, and I will go down with that fucking ship. That's just how it works, man. I'm starting the guys that got me there and the guys that I fucking trust. That's it. That's playoffs in general. Period. You know what I mean? If you got a decent squad, like, just rely on the people that got you there, man.
Dude, I won this week straight off waivers. I won this week because I had Derrick Henry and Jonathan Taylor on bye, and I started Tyrone Tracy and Braylon Allen. and it was fantastic. I thought I was going to get smoked.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing short of you've had a great fantasy season in our league. So I can only imagine. And you got like 2 teams and you're 1-2 in my
I don't
league.
have 2 teams.
You have 2 teams. Don't lie to me. D's Nuts is in an 8-man league. Yeah, I would think that he is with the fucking just the lineup in general. He says, thanks for the help, guys. I'm going to drop Reed for Sharby so no one else can grab him for the playoffs. Good choice because I know my opponents need a running back and I have waiver pro. Yeah,
and you're locked. Great fucking play. Smart move.
Yeah.
I'd hate you.
No, it's a 10-man league, actually. Wow, that's fucking great, dude. First is his brother. He's 11-3 as well. Everyone else is 7 wins or a blow. So hopefully you guys put up some money for that. Shadow says, I might drop Bates for a wide receiver. I don't trust McLaurin against the Eagles week 16. I wouldn't either in case I do have a matchup. Yeah, I would not trust McLaurin. I do not think that the Eagles are going to get fried again like that.
Eagles are going to have to start locking in at some point here and like start playing like playoff style football.
Amari Cooper is wide receiver 1. I don't know if I agree, but yeah, no,
okay, Jose. Hot take.
Yeah, hey, Lilitz, we finally found somebody that actually like tailed Rocky Prop's big ass parlay that hit.
Yeah, hold on. Who was it? I want to see if I can pop it up.
What's his name? It was fucking Rodrigo.
Rodrigo comes in and he goes, "Hey, I tailed Rocky's pick week 1 and hit for 4,200."
Yeah. Fucking pretty sick. And on top of it, we had a good week just gambling, period. All 3 of us. Well, 2 of us. 2 out of 3 of us had a really good week. But last night, Chase Brown, anytime tutty, and fucking over 107 combined rushing receiving yards. Nice little same game parlay I hit. Reek owes all his fantasy owners points if they made it to the offs without him. Yes, he absolutely fucking does. He needs we need a spaz game from him.
Yeah,
I want to see that he can still fucking play the wide receiver.
I'm glad he put up 20 something points this past week. I've always wanted to have Tyreek Hill on a team, and I have started him every week this season, and I'm 11-3. That just to tell you how nasty my team is. Finally, he puts up 28 points, a touchdown, and 115 yards off of 10 receptions. That's what I needed. Yeah. He's playing Houston, San Fran, and Cleveland for the last 3 weeks. I think that Cleveland game in the championship, depending if I make it there or not, might be a fucking little shooty.
You got to start him. You got to start him.
I haven't not started him, and I said I'm dying on my dogs.
Yeah, so well, that's why you'll be out. That's why you'll be out first round. It's going to be okay. You'll be fine. First round in all the leagues, you'll be out. It'll be fine.
What spot are you in? What seed are you in, Dan? 6?
5th. 2 of these nuts. The league commissioner is an idiot and didn't put it in a flex. He's a Packers fan. Hard to bench Jacobs. I get it. And he's looking forward to the brother Super Bowl. We are too, but I want you to win, obviously, because your brother's not here. Dude, ride Jacobs, man. If you want the thing about fantasy, if you want to ride him, fucking send him, right?
Yeah, you have to.
Just like Rocky Prop saying about Tyreek, fucking run it, dude.
Yeah, if you drafted him, he's done well for you this season. Don't overcomplicate it and be like, oh my God, Zach Charbonnet, like, I get it. Yeah. But also, like, that's how you get a flop. That's how you get some, like, you ride the horse that's been carrying you. Like, Sharby did it 1 game. Couple other games earlier in the season. You don't know if Kenneth Walker is going to play, whatever the case may be. Could be Braylon Allen, could be that dude fucking Taylor that just got drafted. Not drafted. That's starting going to be number 1 back for San Francisco now. I'm just rolling with Jacobs.
Same.
I have the first 4th of the season. Yeah. So, and also apparently it messed up his wrists. Yeah, I don't know. This was a wide receiver season in draft and a running back season throughout the season. Like, we were just drafting like all these wide receivers, and like week 1 through 5 was just a mess. Ugh. I tell the Amari Cooper play that you guys are talking about, it was a hit. Yeah, I'm glad people are making money with us finally.
Yeah, dude, we've been waiting to get on fucking.
You know how many times we've done streams and no one's watched us, and we've just come back and be like, "What's up, guys? We gave out 15 winners. We went 15-0, and we're just streaming to no one." So I really appreciate y'all in the chat. Yeah, that's solid as fuck. So I'm
the Amari Cooper play was the best. I gotta tell you, like, just to watch it happen was so easy, dude. I think we cleared it in the first half too, so that was great. I love hitting a fucking bet that easily. Christian says, in the season where the future generation of receivers assume the top 3 spots, that's what it looks like. It looks like we have a lot of changing of the guard, so to speak. Shadow says, I'm in a 6-man league. The other 4 didn't want to join. 3 clinch playoffs. I'll most likely will have a bye next week, but better be prepared just in case. A 6-man league?
That's probably so dope, though, because everybody's team is lit.
Oh, they got to have like the crazy. It's like 300 to 300 every week, dude.
Imagine just like I got Saquon and Derrick Henry. And
all right. We got a big boy question here.
Okay.
Because I'm kind of grappling with this myself. Do I start Addison this week? I'm worried that the luck has run out on Addison. Big week last week. I'm real concerned. Just real concerned. Do I start Addison or McLaurin in my first round playoff match? I already have Jefferson, so I'm skeptical putting both in together, even though they had big games. Always using 2 from the same team. I get that. But I don't know you start McLaurin against Philadelphia, right?
Yeah, because that's the one thing too. If he was playing any other team, I'd say you take and you start the 2 number 1 options on 2 good passing teams.
Agreed.
But with Addison playing how he's been playing, it can also be like a savior type spot where you start Jefferson and you start McLaurin and Addison gets all the targets. And there's been a couple games where Jefferson's had like 5-6 targets and not a lot of yards. I don't know. I guess you either hope for a big week or you can do McLaurin, but he's got the worst matchup. He's got the worst. But Adam Thielen played well against Quinion.
Yeah, I mean, but how often is that going to
shut
happen?
down McLaurin already this year?
I know that's the biggest thing. Like that's what you really got to look at. This is the second time through. I don't know if McLaurin does any better against him. The Vikings have the Bears. The Bears, did you see the fucking Bears? Like they're going to be very easy to score on, dude.
And
the
also Darnold's just been in love with
49ers
Addison.
Against them.
Darnold's just been peppering Addison.
Yeah, I think we just we roll with Addison. I know it seems stupid, but let's start Addison and fucking Jefferson.
All right, ready? So it is week 15 coming up. Commanders coming off a bye.
Mm-hmm.
Terry McLaurin has had from week 1 to week 14, 3 points, 8 points, 20, 18, 13, 23, 15, 17, 15, 16, 2, 24, 27. When he got into the swing of the season and he's putting up over 15 points a game, he runs into Philadelphia and Quinion Mitchell and he puts up 2 points. He had 2 targets, 1 reception. He couldn't even get open.
No,
he could not get open. He had 1 reception for 10 yards, and that was his game. 2 fantasy points. I don't.
It's Addison and Jefferson. We're stacking. That's what we're doing.
And also because like these teams also scheme for this dynamic. Like it's not like this is what I talk about by like if you have teams like Jefferson and Addison, Kupp and Puka, AJ Brown, Devonta Smith, all these teams with this dual wide receiver threat scheme. You're playing the Commanders. You're like,
right.
Shut down Terry McLaurin. I'll let the non-running back McCaffrey just get as many yards as he wants. I'll let him go. Go ahead. That's like when you're playing Nikola Jokic. You just put all your attention into Jokic. Let Jamal Murray get 30. Go ahead. I'm not letting Jokic get 50.
Yeah.
That's how you got to play the game.
Simple.
McLaurin gets shut down against Philly. So I'm not about that.
All right, Two of these nuts says, I'm always torn on who to start as my wide receiver 3, Hopkins, Flowers, JMO. Who do you suggest for week 16 and 17? Excuse me. I think this is pretty simple. I think you start JMO against the Bills. I expect that to be a bit of a fucking – I think it looks really similar to that Rams game. These defenses are going to be, I think, prepped for each other, but I do think scoring is going to be pretty
Hold on. I got to see who. So I know Zay's playing the Giants week 15. Who do we suggest for week 16 and 17? So I'm assuming you have a bye because I think you said that. I'm
going JMO too. I'm going JMO. I don't care. Like JMO's got the Bills in week 15 and he's got the Bears in week 16. I'm starting JMO.
So JMO had 8, 7, 7, 6, and 5 targets his last 5. And then Hopkins, I've just not been crazy about like I thought I would be when he made the transition to Kansas City. 9, 9, 6, 4, 5 targets in his last 5, only brought in 4. And then he had 9 targets in his past 2 games, and each game only brought in 4. 13, 4. I mean, I think JMO's the way. Let me look at Zay real quick.
Zay's got the Steelers in week 16, though, and that's like an automatic shit show for Lamar. He plays terribly against the Steelers.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like Zay over. I think
Seven
JMO has a
targets,
higher
8
upside.
targets, 3 receptions. Yeah,
Yeah.
JMO's the way for week
Yeah,
16.
I think
at least.
JMO's the way. All right, give me. Let's go back to our gambling little buddy there. Lilit says, "Should I continue?" Yeah, I don't think there's any end in sight to this. By the way,
It's just
Nico's
rolling.
gonna catch one bomb every fucking game, and it's just gonna happen.
Wait,
ride that
time out,
until it doesn't hit.
Time out. So that's real quick. So fucking keep popping down comments. Keep forgetting who the fuck we're talking about. So Nico Collins over longest reception, Joe Burrow over 1.5 passing touchdowns,
Yep.
and Joe Mixon anytime tutty has just been rolling.
Yeah.
Saquon over his rush total. Rolling.
You could put all 4 of those in a parlay every week, and I think you cash.
Just put the fucking rent on it.
I don't like McLaurin against Philly. Yeah, I think Slayton or anyone else is going to shut him down. I go with McLaurin. I don't know, man. Like, I get that they're fighting for a playoff spot, but I also think
he had 2 targets.
I know. I just like if he's playing Philly. Is he playing Philly?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
He had 2. No, wait. We're talking week 16 for McLaurin and Philly. Are we? Because he has a bye. Because the Commanders are playing.
Yeah, they're week 16. What's week 15?
Week 15 is they're the number 1 waiver wire ad. They have. Why the fuck is my shit tweaking? Hold on. They have everyone's trying to grab them because they're playing New Orleans. If you're talking about for 15, then we're going week 15, and we're starting McLaurin. If you're talking 16 and 17, like I think he asked, you're not starting him against Philly.
Yeah, we were talking week 16 and 17. All right, so they are fighting for a playoff spot. I do get that. They have bad fucking matchups. Like, there's nothing you can do. This week, I get that the matchup is decent against the Saints, but like, what if they go
against the Saints over Addison? I'm starting him against the Saints over Addison, but I think he has a bye against. It's Terry McLaurin, but against Quinyon Mitchell and having 2 targets against the Eagles last time they played, I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Christian says the issue with JMO is St. Brown is due and Goff will look his way in harder matchups. I think that we all want to think that's going to happen, but if we just look at the stats, it's not true. JMO has had a way better statistic season than him. And
as well as he is taking all of Sam Laporta's work.
Yeah. I mean, there's not like, I get it. I know that we think St. Brown is due, but JMO is the most targeted wide receiver on that team right now. And that's just how it is. He also just like kind of benefits from having St. Brown on the field. The number 1 cornerback's got to go with St. Brown. He's got to be on St. Brown the whole game.
Amon-Ra has 1, 2, 3 games over 7 receptions.
Yep.
He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games over 6 receptions. The rest of his games are 6, 6, 5, 5, 6, 3, 2, and 4. He gets on average 8 targets a game. Let me look up Jameson Williams because he's just been getting the deep down through field ones. Like, and I hate when Amon-Ra pulls up and doesn't want to get hit. 5, 5, 5, 4, 3, 0, 0, 1, 3. That's when he was hurt. So I mean, JMO's not getting. He had 4 receptions one game, 124 yards. So he's not getting as many receptions, but he's still getting 5, 6, 7, 7, 8 targets. 4 receptions, 25 fantasy points.
I like JMO. St. Brown has the best hands in the league, no matter what, or how many few targets he has. And then Christian said, "Look that shit up, bitch." That's what he said.
What up, Ryan? St. Brown is the best hands in the league, no matter how many fewer targets he has. Yeah, I agree. He's one of the top targets in the league. Who do you think has the best hands in the league right now?
I don't know, man.
Jamar Chase.
He's pretty fucking good.
I think it's Jamar Chase.
CD has been making Cooper Rush look like a real quarterback for a couple weeks now. I'm going to be honest with you. He is absolutely Christian. We agree. Christian, I'm a St. Brown owner. Okay. I have St. Brown. I know. I like St. Brown. Well, yeah, that sounds fucked up.
Terrible.
I get it. I love St. Brown. I think he's fantastic. But I've also watched him score 10 points like repeatedly while JMO gets all the fucking touchdowns. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's tough. Shadow says, A person in my league has Burrow, Jamar Chase stack, St. Brown, Henry, Taylor, Kittle, Marvin Harrison, McPherson, Steelers, bench, Ingram, Purdy, Goff, DJ Moore, Koo, and Monty. Boy, if I'm him, I'm going Burrow. Boom. Ready? Henry, Monty, Chase, St. Brown, double flex, Taylor, and fucking Marvin Harrison. That's gross. That's disgusting. How'd y'all let that happen? I need to see a
He's
picture.
in a 6-man league.
I know. I need to see a picture of someone's team that drafted Derrick Henry and Saquon Barkley this season. I need to see it because it was so possible too. Shadow, why would that guy in your league have 3 quarterbacks? Is it a super flex? It's Purdy and Goff. Yeah, that's weird.
Thank you.
6-man, I guess. They're just hoarding. 2 kickers, 3 quarterbacks.
Dude, it's a 6-man league, guys. All right. All right.
2
2
picks
picks
from
you're
Blitz.
gonna hit. Jacoby Myers over against Atlanta and Keenan over.
Keenan scares me always.
Yeah, I'm not loving that. I'm not loving the Keenan part. I think Jacoby's been pretty good to hit that 62. And Atlanta looks like just ass, dude. So I think not a bad play on Jacoby. I don't trust Keenan at all, period. In Shadow's league, Saquon Barkley is on the 2-12 team.
Christian, add me on Instagram. It's Rocky Savo, ROCKYSAVO 51, and just DM me. I'm 11-3 because of studs, Burrows, Jamar Chase, Stack, and Mixon, who I drafted in the 5th. Oh my God, yeah, Mixon. I wish I had Mixon. I think people in these leagues can have Saquon, Henry, Mixon. Disgusting. You grab
I want to know who's got. I do want to know who's got Saquon and Henry though.
Because it was so doable.
There's a guy that has that stack.
It was so doable. Dude, my worst draft pick of the year was drafting Raheem Mostert. Absolutely terrible. Worst pick.
But that was like a one miss out of many. I feel like you had a good draft.
I took first four picks in my league that I'm second place in. Tyreek, Marvin Harrison, because he fell to me, and all the running backs went early.
We found him.
Kamara.
We found him.
DM me, dog. DM me, bro. At Rocky Sabo
we need
51.
proof, dog. We
Send
need
me
proof,
a picture, please.
We need proof.
I'll put it in the chat. Yeah, guys, send me your teams because I need to see this, and I'll try to find a way to pop it up on screen.
Also, what's your record? What's your fucking record?
What's your record?
I just want to know. Are you undefeated? You have to be.
It's my IG. That's fucking wild.
Chop that shit up.
10-4.
Yo, send it. C-Dog, I swear to God, if you're lying, you're banned. You're fucking banned, buddy. Lilith says, Jamar makes up for me taking Zamir White. Hey, as a fellow Zamir White drafter, I would also like to say that I made some good decisions at some point, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, Instagram.
Oh, man. Fucking Zamir White. What the fuck happened to that kid? I had high hopes for him.
Honestly, I was Rashad White was a great trade target like week 5. Yeah, it's IG. So that's me. I think all right, Dan, what was your best draft pick of the season? Now that we're in fantasy playoffs. Who's your diamond in the rough?
It's been nice to have Josh Allen. I will say that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I got him in like the 4th round too. I feel pretty good about that. He's got it.
Bro.
C-Dog?
This is stupid.
C-Dog.
Hold on, I'm emailing this so I can put it on stream. Give me a second. This is straight up like ridiculous. Thank you for sending this. Hold on.
I traded for Jamar after week 1. Traded Mason, Brian Thomas, and Chubb. Wow.
Hold on. I got to insert.
That's a 12-man league, by the way.
That's a 12-man league?
12 fucking man league.
Dude,
12-man league.
Yeah, pay him now.
Yeah,
he should have been paid. He should have been paid. I would have sent him the check as soon as the draft was over.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Say
obviously,
goodbye
no
to
one
the
knew it.
fucking $150 you paid.
Hold on. Come on, the email better come through because I wanted to pop up on the stream. It's like not. I got it. It's like not even funny. Like I would be.
Best picks for Shadows this draft: Lamar and Jalen. Yeah, hard to really go above Lamar right now for quarterback.
Hold on. I'm popping these up on screen. I'm just uploading these real
He
quick.
set the standing for proof too. He was ready. I think he came in here to be like,
He's like, look at these kids. They need help with their
look at
team.
these fucking
I know. I'm
clowns
starting
thinking
every
they know
week.
shit.
Hold on. This is the main one. This is gross. Kyler Murray, Saquon, Derrick Henry, Jamar Chase,
Get
Terry
the
McLaurin,
fuck outta
Laporta,
here,
and Garendo.
dude.
Who's the bench though? Algier, Jennings, Leggett, Metcalf. No one's trading with him. No one's sending him a single trade. And if I saw anyone in the league send him a trade, he's like, "Oh, look, I got DK Metcalf and John Jennings and Xavier Leggett from him for Amon
I
Ra."
would collude so hard in this league to make him not get any trades.
Dude,
That's
he was one trade away from being like absolutely incredible. Could you imagine if he took like DK? Oh my god, he has DK. That's his regular flex.
Oh, that's disgusting.
That's stupid.
He's got
That is-
Laporta,
dude.
How the fuck did he do this?
Oh my god.
He traded for Chase. I get
You
that.
get topped off having a team like this. The ladies smell you walking down the block. They're like, "Oh, this guy, he probably needs a little something." Like absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, ladies love fantasy football. That's for fuck sure, dude.
Set the standings for proof.
Yeah, he's just being a dick now.
Take it
You know
off.
what,
No, I'm
C-Dog, take it easy, all right? Maybe take it
He
easy.
has 1,900 points for.
Jesus Christ.
That's terrible.
Look at that draft pick, buddy. What do you think about that draft
Had
pick?
the 10th pick at the draft time. Oh my God. He took Saquon Henry at the 1-2.
Henry went after pick 12. Is that or wait,
Henry was I grabbed Henry late second round.
No.
Yeah.
That's so fucked up, dude.
I
That
grabbed
is
Henry
so
at the
fucked
fucking
up.
at the almost at the 2-3 turn.
Wow. That's fucking crazy.
I haven't God.
My brother has Josh Allen, Jefferson, McConkey, Higgins, Debo, Saquon, Stevenson, Bowers. He had Godwin and lost him to IR, and Hunt took a back seat to Pacheco now. So I think I'll win the Super Bowl. Allen, Jefferson, McConkey, Higgins, Debo, Saquon, Stevenson, Bowers. Good Lord. Not a team that you would expect to be great, but all these guys have performed very well this year.
Oh yeah.
Debo's been a little questionable. C-Dog traded for Jamar. He tried very hard to upgrade a fucking tight end. I wouldn't have traded
Report
for
ain't bad.
You son of a bitch. How can you expect these guys to ever want to trade? Dude, that's crazy.
I saw anybody trading with them, bro. I'd have been like, no. And then your shit would have got vetoed so quick too. My team name is MAGA King. I like it. I like it, two of these nuts. I like Tua Tagovailoa. I like when he's healthy. Our first round of our draft was pick 1 through pick 10. McCaffrey, Bijan, Tyreek, Amon-Ra, CD, Breece Hall, Jamar Chase, Jonathan Taylor, Justin Jefferson, Saquon Barkley. Insane. Derrick Henry. Actually, Derrick Henry. Where the fuck does Derrick Henry went in round 3? I grabbed him at pick 23.
Get the fuck out of here.
Devontae Adams, Michael Pittman Jr. Then I took Derrick Henry, DK Metcalf, Debo Samuel, Drake London, Chris Olave. Nico Collins went 28. Devon Achane, Rashad White, Malik Neighbors, Stephon Diggs. I forgot Stephon Diggs and Brandon Ayuk even played this season.
Seriously.
Colton Pareko's in the chat. Shout out, Colton. Higgins or Garrett Wilson at flex, and Nix or Baker. Baker, if I remember correctly, has the best rest of season schedule for fantasy playoffs. I'm going to check out Lil Bo Pete, Lil Bo Nix. Let me look. Bo Nix. Got him. Higgins or Garrett Wilson. I kind of like T. Higgins. I ain't going cap.
I feel like Jamar Chase gets like 40 targets and Higgins gets like 4.
What do you think Bo Nix is for QB season, like ranked?
He's top 10. He's got to be top 10.
QB 8.
Yeah. He's been really good.
He's playing Indy. I do like Bo Nix.
Who's Baker playing?
Baker is playing somebody not good because I remember he had a great rest of season schedule. Baker is playing. Hold up now, bear with me. Okay, no, it's not for week 15. He has 16 and 17 is Dallas and Carolina. It's damn, he's playing Carolina again. He's playing Los Angeles Chargers. I like Bo Nix. Like Bo.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm going Bo and Higgins.
Bo and Higgins, I like that. That's not bad. We got to hit.
The question is what?
Go ahead.
Not the question is who do I sit after my first round bye? I need to sit to Garendo, DK, Terry, and Jennings.
Looks like Garendo's going to sit himself for you, though, right? Isn't he injured already?
Garendo's done.
Yeah.
For at least a week or two. Terry, week 16 is playing the Eagles. I'm not starting him.
You could start Terry this week, but yeah, you're right. You can't.
He's a bye.
So it's DK and Jennings, right?
Yeah, it's DK and Jennings.
Yeah, I feel like San Francisco is going to be throwing the fucking ball. Antonio just saw the answer to his question, and he's making a lot of good points. What if the Vikings get up on the Bears real fucking early, and they just sit them and start running? It's a good point.
I think the Bears throw enough to keep it a competitive game.
Yeah, let me check what the first matchup was this year. You can keep answering questions though.
I think they keep it competitive. 1 and 2, like. Also, I even think that the first matchup doesn't really apply because that's like Caleb Williams getting into a stride, and now Caleb Williams playing well. They got a lot of targets. I think they're going to keep it somewhat close, and I think that Addison, if they do run away with it, Addison's going to be a proponent of that.
I feel like Adunze's been coming out a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Against he had fucking 2 targets. 2 targets, not 2 receptions, 2 targets.
Let's talk about this real quick. I know this was weeks ago, but the last time these two played, it was 30-27 Minnesota. I think they could keep it pretty close. Darnold had a lot of yards. Aaron Jones had a lot of yards. Addison had 162 fucking yards. Like they could still fucking keep it close.
Listen. You don't need Addison to get 40 fucking points every week. If he gets 10, that's serviceable. I'm scared McLaurin doesn't even touch 7 points.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
What
did he have last time? He must have had 1.3 points.
He had 2 points. He had 2 targets, 1 reception, 5 yards. For your number 1 wide receiver, Philly's entire scheme was we just shut down Terry McLaurin and the game's over.
And then Addison could go off for fucking 45.
Or he can get 10, which is better than what I'm not starting Terry McLaurin against Quinion. It's just it was if you watch stuff, this is also not someone just saying I looked at the stats, and you watch the game and then also watch the footage on just the matchup.
Yeah.
He was on him like white on rice. It was insane. He couldn't get 5 seconds to smoke a cigarette.
And the guy just wanted to stoke.
Yeah, ridiculous. He wanted a fucking Marb short. Baker versus LA or Bo versus India? I'm going Bo. My opponent's lineup this week: Allen, Jefferson, Higgins, Achane, Rashad White, Kelsey, London, Trey Tucker, Ravens, D-Bench, Pickens, Samuel, Richardson, CMC. His team could have been disgusting. I wonder if Pickens is going to play. I think it's a beatable team. He has feet. Word. Any QB that uses his feet will get you fantasy points. No, I know. Yeah, if you have a rushing quarterback, then yeah. Pareko, Colton, boy, says Wilson is against the Jags, though, so stats tempting.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, it's not,
I just listen. The only thing that you guys can't take my fantasy advice on is Garrett Wilson. I just don't like him, and I think he sucks. Sorry.
I also think the Jets suck too, though.
And I think Joe Burrow's just been the best fantasy productive quarterback in the league.
Exactly.
Consistency wise, Josh Allen at 51 points, that's amazing. But I think consistency wise and season wise, I think
he's having an all-time season. That's why
I want a piece of that.
Me too. I think you start Higgins. I don't know. I just
realistically, look at who's throwing him the ball. You have Joe Burrow. You got Aaron Rodgers. He's with his dome at. Have you seen Aaron? You know what pisses me off about Aaron Rodgers? Hey, look at his face because I don't like his big dome looking helmet. He's a bobblehead. The helmet has no crevices in it. It's just smooth.
Look at that. Just go ahead and read that.
Thanks, guys. You were actually my favorite channel now, and I'll be sure to tune in to all your videos. I hope we all win the Super Bowl this year. As Tom Brady says, let's fucking go. Thank you. I appreciate that. We're live Tuesdays and Fridays at 6, Sundays at 10 a.m.
Fucking put the notification bell on.
Appreciate you, dude. Yeah, we love having returning people in the chat. Ryan, one of the returning people. Always good to see Ryan in the chat. Says start one. DJ Moore, Cooper Cup, CD, and Neighbors.
Good Lord. Fuck you. This is a humble brag right now. This is what's happening right now. This is being rubbed in our face just a little bit, Ryan. I see right through it. I just want you to know about it.
I would love to say cup, but it's got to be CD. CD. It's listen, Dan.
Not Cup against fucking San Francisco.
I'd love to start Cooper Cup. Trust me, I have a lot of Cooper Cup. Possibly too much Cooper Cup. But CD, what a man. What a great American. Black man. Great man. He's bringing the ball down. Okay.
I like how you said black man in there.
All right. It's just
I'm still going with Cup.
I'd love to start Cup. I like Cup or CD. Ryan, how the fuck?
Yeah, again. Oh, he's only okay. It's a 6-man. Okay, that makes it. Yeah. Okay. Good Lord.
You said start one. Are those your 4 flex options? This playoffs in the 12-man though. No, bro. Damn. The team I have is a $50 buy-in. I'm sitting pretty. So 12-man, $50, $800 final prize if you give money away to the second place spot. Been since week 7, by the way, in the playoffs.
No, I think he's been here with us since week 7.
Oh, really? Thank you, Shadows. I know you've been here for a brick. I forget how long everyone came in. All right, Saquon Gibbs, duo RB in my 12-man, and Lamar QB. Oh, that's sad.
I can't. How did you?
He probably had too much variability or variety. Excuse me.
Saquon and Gibbs, though.
Every week, I'm just rolling them. I'm not.
Yeah, I wouldn't even take it. And Lamar, how do you? No, come on.
Sometimes, dude. Sometimes teams just have like a bad go, and you just like there's a team in my league that didn't make the playoffs, or maybe they're about to squeak in. They've been hoarding every RB in the league. And they somehow
look at his wide receivers though.
CD, Adams, Evans. So his points against is probably in the 18, 19, maybe 2,000, 1,900 points. Like sometimes you just get peppered. You just got the bad luck of the draw. Thank you, bro.
Buddy.
Fucking hate this phone sometimes. You're good, bro.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I get it.
We went over this like 2 weeks ago now.
Yeah, we did. We went. Yeah, we went over the squad. That's why we're like pretty fucking confused that you're not.
Yeah, so just having the recap's crazy. Olave, Marquise Valdez, Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah.
Olave and Marvin Harrison. Oh, Olave, Marvin Harrison. Dude, having Marvin Harrison was kind of a dud. Olave, dude, we really lost out on Olave.
Yeah.
Stephon Diggs.
Yeah.
Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's any other. Well, CMC. Anybody I'm missing injury-wise?
Stephon Diggs. Did you say Diggs?
I said Stephon Diggs. And then there's one more, though, that will come to me.
He wants you to do the Trump voice just one more time for him.
I've seen to it. He's nuts in the stream today. And I said, wow, love having him here. It's been fantastic, let me tell you. I even DM this to y'all on Twitter because you ain't believe.
Yeah, no, I know. That's again, why are you not in the playoffs right now?
Let me see. Oh, is your name Bird? That just said hi there. No, I'm just kidding. Let me see. I haven't gone to the Twitter DMs in forever. I've never looked at our Twitter fucking DMs. This is crazy. Okay. All right. Just a lot of people trying to help me sell stuff, buy stuff.
We've lost a lot of good people this year, man.
Yeah, it's been sad. RB season for sure.
ETN went from like, dude. ETN went from like a decent running back to shit now.
Dude, Tank Bigsby.
Tank came out of fucking nowhere, dude.
Dude, ETN was taken high in a lot of drafts. You know what it is? Honestly, I think I might be I might be an asshole. If I think that someone doesn't look like a superstar, I don't want them. So I've never wanted Keenan Allen. I've never wanted Travis Etienne. I have Mike Evans this season. Never wanted him. I wanted the Saquons. Let's
talk about how you God damn it. I lost it. I lost the thought.
Good.
Guys. Sorry.
Good.
So,
Two of these nuts says, I've got two stupid commissioners. One league, he didn't add a flex. In another league, he set the playoff schedule to 14 through 16. So I had my first round of playoffs during a bye, and I lost.
oof.
I would have called him and be like, bro, listen, I don't know what foolish shit you're running over here, but I'm going to need my bread back. And I'm going to need it back by Thursday. Fuck that.
Yo. I forgot about Rashee Rice. Too.
Oh, my God. Yo, Rashee Rice was cooking. And then Patrick Mahomes was like, word.
Good point, Christian. I am very high. Good point. Very good point.
No, people took ETN very high. Dan, yeah, it's been bad. Can I look at just the IR through sleeper?
It's kind of depressing. It's got to be,
man.
Dude. It has to be depressing as fuck.
And some of these aren't long term, but Brees Hall, Kenneth Walker, Lad McConkey, these are just out. No, I need season long IR. What are we doing here? These are just people that say out. Dak Prescott, Christian McCaffrey, now Trevor Lawrence, Chris Godwin was having a year. Deshaun Watson.
Remember that clip?
Yeah. Yes, I remember that clip.
That was the saddest clip maybe we've ever watched on the show. We both started
it
crying.
was sad. He's like, am I done? Am I done for good? And they're like,
the guy's like, get out. You're fucked. You're not even gonna get paid.
Yeah. Deontay Johnson suspended. Brandon Ayuk, Chris Olave, Christian Kirk, Rashid Shaheed came out of a cannon. Who else? Zach Moss, but whatever. J.K. Dobbins is on IR now, which sucks. He had a good year. Dallas Goedert's on IR. Gabe Davis, Roman Wilson. That's pretty much about it. Eckler's on IR. Jonathan Brooks retore his ACL, dude. That's so sad for a young kid. The same exact one he had been rehabbing.
I know he's fucked too.
That's done. Like, I hope he got paid. I hope he got paid.
Rookie deal, dude. He's fucked.
Damn, that sucks. Luke Musgrave. Oh my God, I forgot about Luke Musgrave.
I thought that was a country artist, to be quite honest with you.
No, and then Tucker Kraft comes in and he's like,
I got it.
That'll be all she wrote. Send them to Chicago.
So who's the dick now, Ryan? How dare you, sir?
I got it now. It said, the media is hidden because it's from someone you don't follow. You might have. This is November 19th. Love Sosa. I should just share the screen, honestly. I'll share the screen. Present. We're showing off teams, boys.
Showing off teams.
Hold on. Can I make this bigger? What the fuck is this? Thank you. I don't know if this is an old one or not. And if my screen's even displayed, let me flip it like this right quick.
Oh, we sent the 6-man. That's the 6-man one.
All right, let me see. McCaffrey, Mixon, Jackson, McCaffrey, Mixon, Cup, Neighbors, Kittle, Gibbs at flex. Ugh, Gibbs at flex is crazy. I want to see what these new ones he just sent was. Okay. Lamar Jackson, Saquon Barkley, Jahmyr Gibbs, Mike. It's so much better looking at the lineup. Mike Evans, CeeDee Lamb, TJ Hawkinson, Devontae Adams. On paper, this team looks insane. Like, you told me this is your team at the beginning of the season. I'm like, dude,
you're going to win.
What?
Yeah.
And then what's the bench hitting on? Nick Chubb. Knew that was going to be a dud this season. Hopkins, solid grab. Metcalf, Pacheco, Tracy. Gross team. Absolutely gross. But this is what I'm saying. Like, with this much depth, I'm taking Mike Evans and Nick Chubb and fucking DeAndre Hopkins. Yeah. And making a deal. And I'm turning Mike Evans into fucking Amon-Ra St. Brown, or I'm turning Mike Evans into like a piece. Yeah. Like just something like I feel like people don't trade enough. And I feel like, dude, I think I sent maybe, I don't even know, 100 trade offers.
I mean, every day.
Every day, I'm like, when I ask them downtown, I'm just kind of sitting there like, yeah, sure, you'll take it. And even if it's a bad trade, then we start talking. And then they're like, hey, well, I do like this guy. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm going to make you a fucking offer you can't refuse. Understand? What do you think about this guy, Zach Moss, huh? Hey, listen, when Chase Brown goes down, bada bing, bada boom, there's your RB1 in Cincinnati, huh? Come on, just send me Justin Jefferson. Everything's going to be all right. And the player lost to IR was Dobbins, but it didn't hurt me much. I don't know why that was funny for like the only person that destroyed his body this year is Jacob Dobbins. It didn't really bother me too much.
I'm not that bad. I'm not that bothered by
It's
it.
just a funny way to put it.
I started 2-5 though. Then I started making trades. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I was 5-0. Then I lost like 7 straight games. It was just horrible, dude. It was absolutely horrible. Musgrave does sound like a country artist. That's funny. It's probably true. There is a guy named Luke Musgrave that sings songs. I guarantee it.
Let me give you guys some advice if you ever want to start a country career. If you want to start a country career, all you have to do is take 2 first names, and that'll be your country name. You'll be famous.
Tyler John.
My name's Tyler John. My newest single, Down on the Home Side by Dylan Daniels. Like literally, bro. My name's Mike Evan. I didn't have CD, Evans, Adams in first 7 weeks. Some solid moves. Losing 4 games with my team was still mind-boggling.
Yeah,
we probably just had a couple bad like matchups that were like, I don't know. You had some 40 bombs dropped on you somewhere.
Yeah.
Guys in my league dropped Dobbins and Chuba scrubs.
You know what? You know what's great? You're looking at one of the scrubs that dropped a Chuba this season. Go ahead and guess who the scrub is, by the way.
No, it's this way.
No. It was Rocky Prop, dude.
It was me, dude. Like week 4, bro. I'm like, I'm done with this Chuba Hubbard bullshit. I dropped 2 players this season. Listen, I'm still in the second seed, so it worked out. I dropped 2 players this season. DeAndre Hopkins and Chuba Hubbard. That if I had still, I would be just, oh my god.
Who was in the first seed in our league? Is it also you? Are you 1 and 2 in my league?
No, it's me and Johnny.
Yeah, likely story.
It's me and Johnny.
I know what you're doing, and I don't like it. Collusion. Calling it now. That 6-man, I'm sitting 12 and 2, $35 buy-in. Looks like you're going to win that one. I don't know what you're fucking working with everyone else, but I think you should be fine there. 2 of these nuts says I drafted my current team except for Chuba. I even grabbed Hawkinson preseason on IR. You know what? I saw those moves being made, and I didn't want to buy into the Hawkinson bullshit, so I didn't. But looks like a pretty good fucking move right now.
Oh, it's been great. And also, when I drop someone, if they start doing well, I will never trade for them.
No.
That's like getting cheated on and going back to the girl and being like, hey, what's up? No.
Oh,
if I dropped you, I'm not going back.
I think we may have tipped it because I think people are fucking finally catching on that we maybe make a little bit.
People want to make money now?
Oh, pretty nice. I like it. Oh.
Really?
We got a couple happy campers in here.
I think Ryan came in with the Marvin Harrison proper. Remember, I think on stream I read a quote that said he's in the offense. They're going to start utilizing Marvin Harrison more. We locked that. Remember that lock I cooked us up? That's exactly what it was. I tailed. I tailed that.
It was good too.
And then fucking what's it called? Rodrigo bet on my parlay for the weekly wager and won 42. He put more money on it than I did. I put 60 and won $1,000. He put, what was it? Somewhere in the chat. He put
175 with a boost.
175 with a boost.
Oh, pretty nice. Ryan, you missed a hell of a week for me last week, by the way, too. We hit Amari Cooper on in the first half last game.
Okay, my shit is tweaking. Can you see me still?
Huh?
Yeah, okay, my shit's just lagging. You are frozen shut. I dropped Hopkins, who then picked up in the morning to trade KC. Bro, is my shit bugging?
No, I can see you fine.
I'm refreshing. Hold on.
Okay. Listen. We go at 10 o'clock on Sundays. Come back on Sunday, we'll have more fire. But once we get towards Friday, it was a fucked week. But once we get towards Friday, we'll have more heat. Went 4-1 on the UFC picks I gave out. I think we went like 3-0 in college football, or 2-1 just between all three of us collectively in college football. We had some fucking heat, man. Obviously, no college football this week. I think Rocky Prop's dead now. I'll just take him down for right now. Yeah, dude, the fucking 310 was pretty intense. I had a lot of good picks. Tuesdays is kind of like our downtime, and we'll hit Friday. Usually, I don't know what the Thursday matchup is. Let me check that out. What's the Thursday matchup this week? Is he back?
Yeah,
There he is.
my Wi-Fi is freaking out right now.
No worries, man. Yeah, we were just talking about why Ryan didn't catch on to our great picks on Sunday there. What are some good bets this week? I was looking at the Thursday game. We got the Rams 49ers. I mean, we could run through, cook up a little lay for the fellas here and see if it'll hit. I don't mind. And then he's asking me Colby or Buckley. I expect Buckley to absolutely annihilate Colby. I don't like Colby's game at all right now. So,
you're bugging on my side, so I'm gonna join from my phone because I don't know what's going on with my Wi-Fi. Actually,
okay.
we're good now. Okay, we're good. Okay. So you're talking Colby or Buckley? Let me see.
It's Buckley. I mean, it's easily.
Yeah.
Buckley. Earlier in the season, I did a 10-leg parlay. $1 wins me $100K. I lost it by 2 legs. I was pissed. Yeah, that's brutal. That's fucking brutal, dude.
Damn, dude. If I hit $100,000 parlay, I'm going off. All right. First and foremost, let me see the schedule for this week.
It's Rams 49ers on Thursday. So let's cook the lay and then we'll get the fuck out of here.
All right. I'm going. All right. First thing I'm doing is I'm hitting Cooper Kupp. What is this?
What's what?
They dropped this new thing on my app where you can slide a meter to take his yardage.
Oh, yeah, you can. It's sliders. Dude, it'll fuck you in the long run.
They're like, yeah, let's fuck him up a little bit.
So let's talk anytime Tutty scores, right? You got Kyron at minus 175. Gorendo at minus 150. So Gorendo might be playing.
Okay. I'm not touching any of the RBs on that side. I'm going to take Cooper Kupp over 50 yards, and I do want to touch Kyron's rushing attempts.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I'm going to take Kyron over 18 and a half rushing attempts. Actually, I'm going to take him over 18 rushing attempts, like 18 and up instead of 18 and a half.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take the Rams to win.
Yeah, I like that.
That's plus.
Lock that in for Thursday. Maybe it'll hit. We like it. Colby has a profit. Maybe he can't afford a loss or he's cut. I don't know if that's the case. Him and Dana are pretty close. I just don't think that Buckley hits so fucking hard, dude, and Colby's looked so shot the last couple times. I don't like it, man. I really don't. I think I'm going Buckley in that matchup. All right, we will see you Friday for those bets. We will have
sir. Appreciate you, dog.
But yeah, I think that's pretty. Yeah, he was ridiculous. I mean, that performance was laughable. I think he's done. I think that's what we're looking at now. He looks like he's got the yips. Only thing that would give me pause is the wrestling against Buckley. If he can keep him up on the feet, though, he's gonna fucking absolutely slice and dice him up, dude. So I'm going Buckley by KO probably.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen. That'll do it for us. So that's a little lay. I took Kupp over 50 yards, Kyron over his rushing total attempts, 18 and a half or 18. I like 18 a little more. And then, yeah, Rams to win. If you want to join us Friday, we will be going over the entire slate for the NFL Sunday, getting you ready for actual updated news, injury news, starts and sits, everything you need to know for your team on Friday. And then we're also live just one more time on Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to make sure you guys are all straight. And then I'm going to see y'all. And if you have a bye, you're going to be already good and through. If you don't have a bye, I will see y'all in week 16.
Yeah, we're going to get you guys locked in. And listen, we're on fucking fire right now. Please get these bets, dude.
Yeah, we're hitting crazy.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, that'll do it. Appreciate you. We'll see you Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks for joining the show. Peace.
hoes didn't want me, now I'm hot hoes all on me. Back then hoes didn't want me, now I'm hot hoes all on me. Back then hoes didn't want me, now I'm hot hoes all on me. Back then hoes didn't want me, now I'm hot hoes all on me. Back then hoes didn't want me, now I'm hot hoes all on me. Back then hoes didn't want me, now I'm hot hoes all on me. Back then hoes didn't want me, now I'm hot hoes all on me. Back then hoes didn't want me, now I'm hot hoes all on me.
Before I came up in the game, these hoes didn't show no love. They see me in the club and used to treat me like a scrub. They wouldn't holler cause my dollars wasn't swollen up. I bet they changed their mind when them 84s come rolling up. They see that I'm a star, now they wanna sit in my car. Now they wanna count my G's, smoke my weed and sip my bar. Now they used to love to diss me, now they rush to hug and kiss me. Now they telling all their friends when I leave how they miss me. Now